Dear learners, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Munish Alawat from Institute of Hotel Management, Dehradun. Today, we shall be taking module number 22 titled Regional Indian Cuisine under paper Food Production Operations and Management. The learning objectives of this module are: know the food habit of different regions of India. Be aware of religious influence on Indian regional cuisine. To know about different cooking methods and techniques used in different regions. To know about the staple diet. Know the various equipments used in regional kitchen. Introduction. India is a very diverse country with variety of distinct regional cuisine. The country's geographical and cultural differences and its variety in local produce, tradition, temperament and eating habits and other factors responsible for the diversity in its cuisine. There are many shaved meals, but even those shaved food are usually prepared subtly different and have slightly different flavor. Kashmiri cuisine. The history of modern Kashmiri cuisine can be traced back to the 15th century. Invasion of India by Timur and the migration of 1700 skilled woodcarvers, weavers, architects, calligraphers and cooks from Samarkand to the valley of Kashmir. The descendants of these cooks, the Wazas, are the master chefs of Kashmir. The ultimate formal banquet in Kashmir is the Royal Wazwan. It consists of 36 courses, of which 15 to 30 may be preparations of meat cooked overnight by the master chef Vasta Vaza and his retinue of Vazas. Guests are seated in groups of 4 and share the meal out of a large metal plate called the trami. Kashmiri Muslim cuisine Wazwan. Wazwan, a multi-course meal in the Kashmiri tradition, is treated with great respect. Its preparation is considered an art. Almost all the dishes are meat-based: lamb, chicken, fish, beef. No pulse or lentil-based dish is served during the feast. The traditional number of courses, the Wazwan, is 36. The preparation is traditionally done by a Vastavaza or a head chef, with the assistance of a court of Vazas or chefs. Wazwan is regarded by the Kashmiri Muslim as a core element of their culture and identity. Guests are grouped into fours for the serving of the Wazwan. The meal begins with invoking the name of Allah and a ritual washing of hands, as a jug and basin called the Tasht Nari are passed among the guests. A large serving dish piled high with heaps of rice, decorated and quartered by 4 seekh kebabs, 4 pieces of methi mas, 2 tabak mas, sides of barbecue ribs and 1 safed kokur, 1 zafrani kokur along with other dishes. The meal is accompanied by yogurt garnished with Kashmiri saffron, salads, Kashmiri pickles and dips. The feast ends with an elder leading the thanksgiving to Allah, which heard with great attention by everyone. Kashmiri Wazwan is generally prepared in marriages and other special functions. The culinary art is learned through heredity and is rarely passed to outside blood relations. This has made certain Vaza cook families very prominent. The Vazas remain in great demand during the marriage season, May to October. The essential Wazwan dishes include Safed kokur or Zafran kokur, Meth mas, Rista, Rogan Josh, Dhani ful, Aloo bukhar, chutney made with fresh plums, onions, sugar, lime juice and spices, gade kofta, tabak mas, fried lamb ribs, Daniwal korma, lamb in a yogurt-based gravy, aab gosht, lamb curry cooked in milk, marcha wangan korma, sheikh kebab, spicy ground lamb on skewers, gushtaba, chopped lamb with spices cooked in oil, milk and curd. Punjabi cuisine. The cuisine of Punjab has an enormous variety of mouth-watering vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian dishes. The spice content ranges from minimal to pleasant to high. Punjabi food is usually relished by people of all communities. In Punjab, home cooking differs from the restaurant cooking style. At the restaurants, the chefs make a liberal use of desi ghee, butter, and cream to make the food tastier. On the other hand, at home, people prefer using sunflower oil or some other refined oil for cooking, with the basic idea of making the food low in fat content. Wheat is the staple food of Punjabis. However, they do enjoy eating rice on festivities and other special occasions. When it comes to food, each region in Punjab has an entirely different preference, like people in Amritsar are particularly fond of stuffed paranthas and milk products. In the preparation of Punjabi food, onion, ginger, and garlic are used extensively to enhance the taste of the food. Traditional Punjabi thali consists of varied kinds of breads, some baked in the tandoor such as tandoori roti, lacha paratha, naan and kulcha, while others are dry baked on tawa like chapati and jowar ki roti. Also, there are breads that are shallow fried such as parantha and deep fried such as puri and bhatura. Some of the popular dishes of Punjabi cuisine are tandoori chicken, Amritsari machhi, chicken tikka, rajma masala, maa ki dal, gajar halwa, firni. Awadh cuisine. Awadh was ancient name for present Lucknow and surrounding regions, capital of Uttar Pradesh in North India. Characteristics, features. The stage is famous for its Nawabi foods and has great Mughlai influence. Wheat is the staple food of the state, but rice is also consumed in different forms like biryanis, pulao, zarda, etc. The salient features of the food lies in slow cooking. History and influences. Awadh's political unity can be traced back to the ancient Hindu kingdom of Kosala. With Ayodhya as its capital, modern Awadh finds historical mention only in the time of Akbar in the late 16th century. Thereafter, it was coveted and conquered by many rulers. He constructed the Imambara, Rumi Darwaza, and the building which later came to be called the Residency. He was also a great connoisseur of cuisine, and several chefs did great job under him. Cooking style. Awadh has been greatly influenced by Mughal cooking techniques. The cooking pattern of the city are similar to those of Central Asia, the Middle East and Northern India as well. The cuisine consists of both vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes. Awadh has given birth to the dum style of cooking, the art of cooking over a slow fire, which has become synonymous with Lucknow today. Other cooking that are very particular with Awadh is dhungar, bagar, galavat, gile hikmat, etc. Their spread would consist of elaborate dishes like kebabs, kormas, biryanis, kaliya, nahari, zarda, sheermal, rumali rotis, and Varki parathas. Ingredients and spices used. The richness of Awadh cuisine lies not only in the variety of cuisine but also in the ingredients used like mutton, paneer, dry fruits, and rich spices including cardamom and saffron. The particular thing that makes Awadhi cuisine very unique is the blending of spices. Specialities. Nahari, a stew made from lamb trotters. Korma. Korma is a rich and thick gravy with smooth texture. It is made with curd, cream, nut, and seed paste. The flavor is based on a mixture of spice including coriander and cumin combined with yogurt. It is generally pale in color and does not have turmeric powder. There are several varieties of it like badam korma, Bazavi korma, mur korma, mutton korma, sabz korma. Rizala. Rizala is a mutton preparation in creamy gravy. Halim. A popular mutton preparation with pounded wheat kernels. Biryani. Aromatic long grained rice cooked with spices and herbs with chicken or lamb kebabs. It is a variety of marinated meats, vegetables cooked in different style. Nargisi kofta. This is a boiled egg wrapped around by minced mutton and deep fried. It is served along with gravy cut into two. It is called Nargisi because of its resemblance with an eye. Yakhni pulao. This is a pulao made with a rich mutton stock, gobi musallam. The gobi musallam or whole cauliflower is a dish that can be cooked dry or in a gravy. Sheermal. It is a sweetened rich bread consisting of maida, milk, nuts, leavened with yeast, sweetened with sugar, and flavored with saffron, baked in tandoor. Rumali roti. Rumali roti is suggestive of the scarf or handkerchief that is the appearance of this bread. It is shaped without rolling on board and cooked in a convex iron griddle. The fine texture makes it an excellent accompaniment for delicate kebabs and kormas. Zarda. The zarda is a sweet rice preparation and it is a mark of celebration. Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh, the largest state of South India, having the fifth largest population among the state of India, is one of the epicenters of cultural and culinary heritage of India. It touches the Bay of Bengal on the east and washed by the rivers Godavari and Krishna. Andhra is the land which gives Andhra a rich crop of peanuts, pulses, rice, tobacco, cotton, and the famous Guntur red chilies. So famous is Andhra chili crop that is humorously said that no Andhra curry is complete without at least 40 red chilies. The people of Andhra are basically vegetarian, but in the coastal areas and the river basins, a lot of non-vegetarian also live. A typical Andhra kitchen is always busy in some kind of preparation, either misapla or cooking. On the other hand, such a lot of different powders and masalas are used in cooking that misapla become as important as cooking. Andhrites do not believe using too much fats or oils in their cooking, so the food can be dietitious delight. The delicacies. The main food of Andhra Pradesh is pulihara or tamarind rice, along with green chilies, adding spice to the cuisine. Green vegetables are cooked with various masalas, spices that provide different flavors to the dish. Non-vegetarian dishes are also a part of traditional Andhra cuisine and are hot. Rice is the staple diet of southern state of India. Andhra Pradesh is the second largest producer of rice in India, and naturally a lot of local food is rice. The pickles and chutney are very popular and are integral part of Andhra food. These can last for more than a year. These chutneys are made of almost every vegetable, including tomatoes and brinjals, and aromatic green chutney called gongura. It's a specialty of Andhra cuisine. The mango pickle is called avakaya and is very popular. The famous South Indian tiffins, idli, dosa are found in many restaurants, but the pesarattu is more popular, having a filling of upma. The range of snack is also quite good here. Some of the snacks that can be enjoyed here are pakoras, vadas, murku, appadams. Some of the desserts that are a part of this cuisine are bobatlu, boralu, bandhar laddu. The highlights of Andhra Pradesh cuisine is the Hyderabadi food. It is famous for its rich and aromatic nature. Its taste is very distinguishable, having a liberal use of exotic spices and ghee. The Hyderabadi food uses fresh fruit instead of dried fruits. It is also famous for its non vegetarian preparations, and lamb is the most widely used meat here. Many small hotels and restaurants around the Charminar area offer authentic Hyderabadi dishes. Hyderabadi cuisine. The highlight of Andhra Pradesh cuisine is the Hyderabadi food. Hyderabadi cuisine is inspired by the Mughlai cuisine. This style of cooking is here since the Asaf Jahi period. Thus, the Hyderabadi cuisine is a perfect amalgamation of the typical Mughlai flavors with the blend of rich spices. The cuisine of Hyderabad is famous for its non-vegetarian preparations. These dishes have a royal touch prepared with exotic spices and seasoning. The various types of biryanis are the major attractions of this cuisine. It is a preparation of rice and meat having rich spicy flavor. Another popular non-vegetarian dish is kebabs, which is meat pieces or minced meat cooked in many different styles such as boti, jhami, dum ke kebab, kalmi, shikampuri, seekh kebab, lagan ke kebab. Kormas is yet another preparation which is either meat or vegetables cooked in rich with creamy gravy and lukhmi, a pastry. The month of Ramzan is a special time when a variety of exotic dishes are prepared. One of them is the halim, pounded wheat and meat preparation. People who love home cooked food can taste khichdi, a rice and lentil preparation. Another specialty of this cuisine is keema methi, which is minced meat with fenugreek leaves. Then there is another dish called nahari, which is lamb trotters. Apart from these dishes, rumali roti, which is bread as thin as handkerchief, and chakna, a spicy dish of meat, are also quite popular. During the festival day of Eid al-Fitr, it is traditional to serve sheer korma, the delicious kheer made with seviyan, dried and dates. Some of the prominent dishes from Hyderabad are bagara bengan, shikampuri kebab, dalcha, Hyderabadi biryani, halim, double ka meetha. Tamil Nadu cuisine. Tamil Nadu means, in literal fashion, land of Tamils. Tamil Nadu is well known for its tourist places like Ooty, the resort in the Nilgiri, Blue Mountains, Madurai and Trichinapalli, famous places for the temples, Rameshwaram. a pilgrimage center, Kodaikanal, a honeymoon paradise, Tuticorin, a pearl industry, and lately Sri Perumbudur, Rajiv Gandhi's assassination spot. The majority of people here are Hindus, hence, the cuisine is mainly vegetarian with rice and lentils dominating the cuisine. The ancient times in Tanjore was known as the rice bowl of south. As Tamil Nadu is bordered by the sea and ocean on two sides, has a vast coastline, and hence we find a lot of influences of seafood in the cuisine of Tamil Nadu to the great extent. The most and well known Tamilian breakfasts are the idli, dosa, vada, uttapam, and sambar. As a rice plays a major role in Tamil cuisine, it also dominates the breakfast dishes of Tamil Nadu, which have rice as the main ingredients. Let us start with the most common breakfast of Tamil Nadu, the dosa, famous dish from Tamil Nadu. Banana toast, chicken chettinad, paisam, dal dosa, brinjal curry. Goan cuisine. Although Goa is in India, it hovers, at least in spirit, quite outside it. This may well because of 451 years it has had a history and dominant culture quite apart from that of the rest of the nation. In the late 15th century, Goa, while largely Hindu, was in prosperous Muslim hands with excellent dock facilities for international ships. In the early 1500s, the Portuguese landed in India at Goa and gained a solid foothold here. The Portuguese were mainly interested in controlling the coastline, and that is where they settled. It was here that the people, along with acquiring Catholicism and Portuguese names, picked up a Latin way of life complete with afternoon siesta. With such a mixed Muslim and Latin Catholic heritage, what happened to Goa's culinary traditions? There is a strong influence of the fish and rice eating Konkan farmers and fishermen, while Muslims prefer to have pilaf and Portuguese like to have olive oil, beef, seafood, and pork. Specialty dishes are Vindaloo, treated as a festive dish prepared several days in advance. The meat is used pork cooked along with ginger, garlic, red chilies, cumin, peppercorns, cloves, and vinegar. The vinegar acts as a preservative. Sorpotel, a pork stew using pork meat and liver cooked with sauteed onions, ginger, garlic, and masala paste of red chilies, cumin seeds, turmeric, cloves, cinnamon, and peppercorns. Sorpotel is eaten with sanas springy, crumpet-shaped steamed breads made in bowls with a batter of ground rice, coconut, salt, a little sugar, and toddy. Sakuti, generally made with chicken, roasted and ground spices such as coriander seeds, peppercorns, red chilies, mace, poppy seeds, roasted and ground coconut paste, all cooked together with onions and coconut milk. Beef asado. Beef is marinated in a mixture of chilies, ginger, garlic, cumin, cinnamon, pepper, vinegar, salt, and turmeric, and cooked along with fried onions, some water, and lastly some potatoes. Fish fried in rich spice paste includes red chilies, cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, peppercorns, onions, garlic, and ginger, ground in vinegar. This paste is applied to the fish, pomfret, and then fried. Kaldin, prepared with fish prawns, a slightly from coconut milk and slightly sour from tamarind dish, uses hot green chilies, fresh green coriander, freshly ground pepper. Generally, eaten with rice. Chaniacho Ross, a dried peas cooked with mustard seeds, curry leaves, and roasted coconut. Talmari Bhaji, a dish of red spinach flavored with onions, green chilies, and freshly grated coconut. Bibinka, a cake of layered pancakes. The batter is made up of flour, eggs, sugar, essence, and coconut milk. A thin layer of the batter is poured into a cake tin and allowed to cook and set up a slow flame. A second layer of batter over the first layer is poured and cooked. Pure ghee is used in between the layers of batter. Similarly, layer upon layer is allowed to cook. Now with some live coal or over the lid of the cake tin, the resulting product is a cake of layered pancakes. Batika, a coconut cake. Alabel, coconut stuffed pancake. Gujarati cuisine. Gujarati food is vegetarian. Traditional foods with astounding flavors and textures, all based on sound nutritional principles. Part of this state, which runs along with India, upper west coast is desert and part is semi-desert, making water valuable. Most of this valuable has been used to grow staples, grains, and pulses. It is with these staples and a smattering of fresh vegetables or fruits and nutritious seasonings such as sesame seeds and peanuts that most vegetarian Gujaratis make their delicacies. Western Gujarat, that is Saurashtra, is dry and green vegetables are hard to come by. But the peninsula mixed farming provides abundant dairy produce. The food is simple and nutritious and wholesome. The scarcity of greens has also encouraged pickling and preparing foods from dehydrated vegetables. Saurashtra also prepares all important spice mixture, lasun masala or garlic red chilies and salt, pounded together, used in a lot its food. Central Gujarat. Ahmedabad and Kheda is the granary of Gujarat. A majority of these people are farmers and the food grains they grow are often stored at home. Grains broken during cleaning is never sold but used in the home to prepare dhokla, vada, etc. In the south is Surat. The rainfall is heavier here and there are plenty of green vegetables and fruits. Mangoes, bananas, chikus. The people are connoisseurs of food, enjoy eating, and equal care is lavished on appearance or presentation. Gujarat has a variety of savory dishes and a tradition of making and storing snacks. In a Gujarati home, sweets and snacks are always to be offered to a welcome guest. Gujarati snacks. Shak, general term for a dry stir-fried vegetable preparation such as batata nushak, potatoes cooked with tomatoes. Gobi batana nushak, cabbage and green peas. Tuvar ringan nushak, brinjal and fresh tuvar beans. Vagharlu bhat, rice fried along with the vagar or bagher, that is tempering of mustard seeds, red chilies, curry leaves and turmeric. Kichi, a moist, soft sponge mixture of rice and moong dal. Khakra, a very thin, crisp wheat bread. Theplas, thin, crisp wheat flour and corn flour, bread flavored with methi leaves in spinach. Bajra nuroto, bread made from milk and bajra dough. Khajur pak, mixture of dry fruits cooked together in little ghee, flattened in a thali, cut into squares, garnished with edible silver foil. Rajasthani cuisine. Rajasthan has so much life and color in these cities, encircled by strong walls and dominated by inspiring forts. Rajasthan is famous for its culture and exotic food and can be distinguished into two: the warrior tribes for Mewar, that is the Rajputs and other business class people from Mewar, that is Marwadis. Marwadi's kitchen are restricted territories. No one may enter except a professional Brahmin called Maharaj. He is the only person allowed to enter the kitchen, cook the food and serve it as well. The purity of the kitchen must pass directly from pots to the thali. The thali consists of fresh ginger, radish, lime and green chilies as salad. One or two vegetables like aloo gobi, brinjal, tur dal, flavored with ghee, asafoetida, cumin and fenugreek seeds, roti or fulka, and dal ka sheera for sweet. Sometimes there is a soupy kind of dish based on curd, kashi. Some other popular preparations are mangori ki sabzi, round small sized dumplings of mung dal, that is mangori, coated in a spicy masala. Besan ke gatte, besan gram flour dumplings cooked in tangy curd gravy. Amrood ki sabzi, an exquisite delicacy of guavas simmered in a tangy tomato and curd masala. Ma ke sule, kebab made from game, venison, wild boar, lamb, chicken and fish. The preparation uses two sets of marination, first of raw papaya paste, garlic paste, red chilies and slept for and kept for 10 hours. The second marinade consists of curds, deep fried onion and garlic paste, ginger paste applied for 2 hours. Skewer the meat and roast in a moderately hot tandoor before service. Smoke the kebabs with live coals and clove. Safed mas, literally white meat, is an ancient Rajasthani delicacy prepared with lamb, curd, almond, cream, ginger, garlic, green chilies, cooked together in a handi sealed with atta dough and cooked in the oven. Lal mas, lamb preparation sauteed and cooked along with black cardamom, onion, garlic, curd and plenty of whole red chilies. Lal mas is served on a bed of fulkas with crumbled papad on top and eaten when the fulka has soaked as much of the gravy as possible. Mas ki kadi, uncommon lamb delicacy cooked in gram flour and curd gravy. Makai ka soveta, a spicy combination of corn and lamb. There are some famous sweets from Rajasthan like ghevar, which is a fried fermented batter size about 10 inches in diameter. They are dipped in sugar syrup and then layered with thickened milk. Lehsun ki kheer, where garlic is first peeled, sliced and boiled to remove the smell of garlic, then cooked with thickened milk. Sweet kachori. Kachori is filled with mawa and dipped in sugar. Prominent dishes from Rajasthan are dal bati, churma, lal mas, safed mas, gatte ke pulao, gheran, maa ke sule, Bengali cuisine. Whenever we think of Bengali food, the first thought that comes to mind is fish. Bengalis are extremely fond of fish and as a result of this, it plays a very predominant role in their cuisine. Even the Brahmin caste of Bengal eats fish as their staple diet. However, there is much more to their cuisine than fish. Originally, the state of Bengal covered a very large area and included modern-day Bangladesh. The influences also cover areas of Bihar, Odisha and Assam. The food of Bangladesh is similar to that of Bengal but differs in its rich Muslim heritage. Some traditional Indian dishes like dhakai, parathas trace their origin to areas around Dhaka. Cooking among the Bengalis is considered as an act rather than a necessity. Bengali cuisine is very versatile, and besides fish, large range of other raw materials are used. A variety of cooking methods are also used by steaming, boiling and frying predominantly. Mustard oil is a must and enhances and flavors on almost all food. Bengal is rich in mustard, and the name Sonar Bangla refers to the blooming landscape of the mustard flower. Mustard is used not only as oil but in the form of paste and even as a tempering. Some popular favorite preparations are Machar Jhol. This is a Bengal's everyday fish dish. It is eaten with plain rice with any other vegetables, and dal may be served along with it. Fish is lightly seared with salt and turmeric and cooked in gravy of onions and ginger paste, powdered spices and crushed garam masala. Doi mach. Lightly seared fish cooked in a curd gravy along with onions, ginger and cumin seeds. Elish bhapa. Cut pieces of hilsa are mixed with a paste of mustard seeds, mustard oil, red chilies, turmeric and salt. The fish is then wrapped in banana leaves and then steamed, sometimes along with rice. Manghor jhol. A simple lamb and potato dish cooked in mustard oil with lots of black pepper, cumin, coriander, green chilies and a touch of sugar. Sorse murgi. Very typical Bengali chicken curry using a masala of mustard, green chilies and turmeric paste, cooked in mustard oil. Tomato chutney. In Bengal, sweet and sour chutney are served after all the main courses just before dessert as plate cleaners. This chutney made with tomatoes, bites of dried mango, red chili powder and a tempering of panch foran. Sandesh, made from very fresh cheese chana that is squeezed of all way, kneaded into dough and then pressed into a mold. Sandesh is probably chana in this simplest and purest form. Sandesh is made with saffron, very traditional and expensive. Sandesh sandwiches filled with reduced milk. Rasagulla, chana dough, cheese dough rolled into balls and boiled in sugar syrup until it becomes spongy. Cham cham, chana dough shaped into diamonds, boiled in syrup and served with dollops of reduced milk. Paesh, rice cooked in milk, thickened, flavored with cardamom, enriched with cashew nuts, pista and raisins. The mid-morning and late afternoon snacks, known as jalkhasbar, they could comprise of a simple cold coffee served with singhada, kind of samosa or a savory. Pastry filled with minced meat or potatoes and peas. Dear students, let's summarize. Food is a very internal part of any culture. Local cuisine gives us an enormous insight into the local culture, as it sheds lights on the region's indigenous herbs, cooking techniques, and even reflect the history of that area. Indian culinary tradition demonstrates practices, representations, and knowledge of skills which are transmitted from generation to generation and that give a cuisine a sense of identity. In this module, we discussed about various regional cuisine of India. India has undergone many invasions by the foreigners, and since Indians have always been adaptable, they adopt many culinary styles, ingredients, and equipments from these communities. In this module, we cover the major regional cuisine of India. Here we discussed about the various important factors that influence the regional cuisine, such as geographical location, history, availability of ingredients, staple food, equipments, etc. And we also described and listed down some popular dishes of regional cuisine, respectively. Although the Indian cuisine is highly regionally specific, there are certain common threads that unite the different culinary practices. Indian cuisine, though out of the nation, is dependent on curries and some staple grains like rice, wheat, etc. The spices are the most defining characteristic of Indian cuisine. Thank you.